Hey everybody, welcome back here. Monty here, Collector of Stuff. Hope everybody's having a great week, and we are officially into the holiday season, my favorite time of year. Thanksgiving's just about 10 days away or so, and then Christmas is just right around the corner, 5 or 6 weeks away, and how cool is that? I hope you guys are going to have a great holiday, and I hope to see some really cool videos from all the people that I subscribe to that would love to see a bunch of videos with some holiday themed items and things like that. I'm going to try to do that myself. But first, a sip of coffee. Rubber Soul, one of the top Beatle albums of all time. Got a bunch of stuff that I want to share with you, some great finds. My nose is still itching. I think in my last video I kept rubbing my nose, and I keep having these tickles like right there on the edge of my nose. You ever get those? Oh well. What do I want to do first here today? Oh, I got another order the other day from Koch Comics, and he's always giving out freebie stuff, and I just thought this was cool. Sometimes he gives away extra comic books, sometimes trading cards, that kind of stuff. And picked up a book, and this card fell out, which was pretty cool. Deion Sanders. This is Deion when he was playing with the Atlanta Falcons. Deion, of course, was known for being a two-sport athlete, playing both baseball for the Atlanta Braves and later the Cincinnati Reds, and then he started off playing football for the Atlanta Falcons and went on to play for the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers, winning Super Bowls with both of those teams. And in my opinion, he was the best safety that I think in history, or cornerback rather. He was a cornerback, not a safety. Best cornerback ever, and still hear from Deion every once in a while, so that was pretty cool. Here's the back of the card there, for those of you that are interested in cards and such. That reminds me of some other sports figure stuff that I want to do, but this is going to be kind of a hodgepodge. Little comics, little this and that. So let's look at the, well, while we're talking about sports, I'm a sucker. I am a huge sucker for, well, I'm a huge sucker in general, but for, childhood reminiscing, memorabilia kind of stuff. Things that make me feel like when I was a kid again. And it doesn't have to be toys or items and stuff, although I love those. It can be just a picture. It can be a book, something like that. And yeah, because I used to read a lot of sports magazines and things as a child. I just remembered this ad, and I saw someone had cut this ad out of a magazine and was selling it on eBay for $1 or $2. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I just had to have it. It's just an old advertisement for Pro Kids tennis shoes. Back in the day when NBA players used to just wear, I guess, cheaper shoes. No one had their own name brand, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just loved that ad. I just saw it, and it took me a flashback, and thought, yeah, I'll pay a couple of bucks just to have that. And they sent it well, packaged it well, and put a nice hard backing on it. So I picked that up. And then I also picked up this was an insert poster from Topps magazine. I'm not sure what year, but I have to have anything that's Mike Schmidt related. And so that was a nice artwork, I thought, on there. And get the bottom there. You can see the Topps magazine logo. Yeah, so it was just a pull-out poster from a magazine, but I got that up cheap. Okay, now some comic books. What have I picked up in the last week or two? And filling in some runs, trying some new stuff, but also filling in some gaps. I've been, again, going through cataloging, organizing all my books. And sometimes you forget what all you have, and I started going through my long boxes and stuff and started realizing, man, I'm close to having a 4-year run on this title, or a 3-year run or a 4-year run. I'm just missing an issue or two here and there to complete that. So I've been trying to go through and complete some of that as well. One of those runs is Spawn. So this week I picked up issue number 13, issue number 14. I love the Violator, the clown, and number 29. And with these, I'm about 5 issues shy of having a 48 issue run. Most of those from the 90s I'd collected originally, so that's a good 4-year run there. So I'll be picking up those other 5 or so, but yeah, I picked up those 3 Spawn titles. What else? Been working on the IDW X-Files. I showed you in a previous video. I picked up the first 13 issues of that, plus the annual, the 2014 annual. So here is the X-Files IDW issue number 14. Love that cover with Fox Mulder, David Duchovny on the cover. And then issue number 15 as well. They kind of rotate. There's A and B covers. Some of them are, graphic drawn photos, and then others are like actual pictures. And it kind of seems like every other issue they kind of rotate that. More coffee. I cannot talk today. Continuing a run on Wolverine. I picked up issues number. This is the Mark Millar and John Romita Jr. Run on Wolverine. Picked up issue number 26. That's a pretty intense cover there. 27. 28, 29, 30, and 31, which is a 6-part issue, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I like that cover too as well. All right, what else we got? Finishing up now. I have completely finished the IDW G.I. Joe Origins run. You've heard me talk about how much I like this G.I. Joe Origins run, telling the backstory of how the G.I. Joe team was, where they came from, how they were formed, how they were trained, etc., etc. Really cool book if you like that kind of action stuff. And it's a 23 issue run in the Origins title, and I've been able to collect all but 2, and I now have those in my grubby little hands. Issue number 13 and issue number 14. So there we go. So now I have completed the 23 issue run on G.I. Joe, and really, really enjoying reading through that series. Encourage you to do that. Picked up Deadpool number 1. Had not been reading Deadpool. Everybody in the world talks about Deadpool. My son was telling me you got to read Deadpool. So I picked up a copy of Deadpool number 1, and yeah, I loved it. It's great. Now I got to start working on that. One more series, kind of thing. But I really like that. I love things that have a good sense of humor to them. Anybody like concrete? No, not the stuff that your driveway is made out of. Concrete, the comic book. I actually picked up a couple of miniseries runs on concrete. This is from Dark Horse Legend, a 4-issue series called Killer Smile. This was issue number 1 of that 4-issue series. Here is number 2. You can see that. Here is issue number 3. And issue number 4 that completes that 4-issue series called Killer Smile. You can see there. First time I'd read Concrete, just kind of picked it up on a whim. I'd heard about it, heard a few positive things. So I got this series, and then I got a second mini-series. I'll show you that one, the first one, in a second. But let me tell you about this one. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I haven't read the second one. I did finish this 4-issue series, and the character of Concrete is pretty interesting. The premise being that aliens had transplanted his brain into the body of this stone-like concrete beast, And so now he's forced to live in this body and goes around doing good things. He's not really a superhero kind of thing, but he's just sort of caught up into doing good things for people. And so in this issue, and again, this was my first experience with concrete, the story was okay. The story was basically about his best friend, Concrete's best friend, trying to help somebody out, a lady at a gas station, and then it come to find out that she and her partner were criminals on the run, and so they kidnapped him, forced him to drive their getaway car. It's a long story, but Concrete ends up, on the chase trying to catch his friend. The problem that I have with the story is that in these 4 issues, I would say that at least 75% of the story was not about Concrete, but about his best friend. And page after page after page was minus the figure of Concrete. He was almost an aside figure, or a supporting cast in his own title in this run, and that was my kind of complaint. It was okay. The artwork is kind of minimalistic a little bit. This issue or run is actually in color. The other one that I'm fixing to show you, which I have not read yet, was black and white. And I want to say this one, what year? I'm having a brain cramp here, guys. Hang on a minute. This was 2004. Yeah, and the first issue that I just showed you, I think, was 1994. And this is 2004. So somewhere in those 10 years, they ran out of ink. No, just kidding. But this is a 6-issue series called Concrete: The Human Dilemma. I haven't read it. It is in black and white. To be honest, having read the other miniseries, I'm not quite as eager to jump in here yet, but I will get to it. That was issue number 1. Issue number 2 of this miniseries. Number 3. Number 4. Again, I had heard so much good stuff about Concrete And maybe these miniseries are not the best place to jump in. And if you have suggestions about concrete, if you have experience in reading, can tell me a better place to jump in and to get to know the character better, by all means, please do so in the comments below. Number 6. So yeah, that completes that. So 6-issue and a 4-issue miniseries on concrete. That sounds funny, doesn't it? I read a book on concrete. Well, I read it in the sand, but I'm fine. What else did I want to show you? Oh yeah, this just came today. Take a look at this. I just got in the mail 5 issues of the old Jack and Jill magazine for boys and girls. This first issue is dated April 1951. So the paper is kind of delicate, but it's just filled with stories, children's stories, with artwork, poems. Each issue seems to have page or two of poems and little short thoughts, that kind of thing. Photographs. I love photographs from vintage stuff. I just about a month ago sent in a subscription for Reminisce magazine, which Captain Strangelove was talking about that on one of his videos, so I hunted it up, and I love that kind of stuff too. And it said allow 4 to 6 weeks for your first issue to come. I haven't received my first issue yet. It was like a month ago. I paid for the 2-year subscription, so when those start coming in, I'll show you some of those too as well. You can just sort of I don't know what you can see. But it's just a magazine for children. There's not a like a mission statement or anything in the book, but there's the front index, kind of thing. So anyway, very nice. You can feel the age of the paper starting to mold slightly, I guess, and it has that old moldy paper smell, so you can tell it's getting there's even an old address taped on the back. I won't say the person's name, but it came from Litchfield, Illinois. So that was April 1951. This is March 1951. This is July 1954, October 1954, and May 1956. The Better magazine for boys and girls. You can see it on there. So yeah, I was real excited to pick those up. Got them dirt cheap. I paid I think I won these for $5, $1 a piece on eBay, and like $3 shipping, so $8. To get some really cool books from 1951. That's kind of cool. I like that. What else did I want to show you guys today? Oh, here's something that came over the weekend. Again, I got these on eBay, and the seller said that in the description that these were never used, brand new, never used, found in their, I think it was like their deceased grandmother's kitchen or something like that, as they were, I guess, cleaning out the house, getting ready to sell it or something. Look at this. I love these. My God. Hang on a minute. I picked up a set of glasses from McDonald's, 1977. I remember having these as a kid. I'm sure they broke by, in the dishwasher or something, but never used, mint condition McDonald's glasses from 1977. There's Ronald McDonald. Here's Mayor McCheese. How cool is that? And again, it was one of those, make an offer kind of thing. And I think I made an offer. They were asking 15, and I made an offer of 10. Again, plus like $3 shipping or something like that. And they took it. So yeah, I picked these up for $10. Oh yeah, that was Grimace on there. And this is Captain Crook, the Hamburglar. And wait a minute, that was Mayor McCheese. Who's this guy? Oh, this was Big Mac. I think I called him Mayor McCheese earlier. That's Big Mac, and this is Mayor McCheese. So yeah, I was excited to pick those up. How cool is that? Those McDonald's glasses. All right. I think that's gonna do it for today. And I was looking around to see if there was anything else that I needed to show you or wanted to show you. I've got a bunch of books on the way. I've got I did pick up some Christmas DVDs. I think I'll do that in a separate video and talk about those. This one's gone too long anyways. I've got some more posters, some really cool posters coming on the way. So yeah, very excited about that. Listen, thanks again for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Leave your comments below. Love to hear from you. I always try to respond when I see it and notify it. Sometimes YouTube doesn't, it gets messed up in their notifications, and I don't always see when someone comments on a video, on time. So anyway, thanks again, guys, for your support, your encouragement, and until next time, thanks for watching, and bye.